Hey folks, it is Harlequins versus Tyranid. 1,200 points, and the mission is Cleanse and Control, so a good old Maelstrom mission. So, on the Tyranid side, we've got two groups of Termagants. Now, these guys are the shooty guys, so they have the flesh borers. To the left of them, we've got a small group of warriors, and one of them's armed with a venom cannon. So a nice little bit of assault and a nice little bit of a shooty on their side. The HQ, or sorry, the Warlord at least, is a Hive Tyrant, and he's got a Venom Cannon and Twin-Linked Devourer. So a nice tough little HQ there. We also have some Hormagaunts, and those are the close combat gaunts, so they're basically going to act as a shield for the Carnifex. The Carnifex is to the left of them, and he's a big brute and going to be running up and destroying a bunch of Harlequins, or at least he hopes to. And we've got some warriors armed with Devourer, so a nice solid list of Tyranids. The mission is basically 6 objectives move throughout. You start off with 3 objective cards, and if you're short any cards, you just accumulate more each turn to bring them up to 3. My side, I've got some Skyweavers with glaives, so I really like running them with those. I've got a Starweaver with a troop inside, and everything's armed with Harlequin's Kisses, and there's also a Death Jester in there. We've got another squad, or actually troop unit, and 2 Shadow Seers, and they're both level 2 Psychers. We have another Starweaver with, again, another troop and a Death Jester inside. I just like how much shooty these units get. Some more Skyweavers with glaives, and in the back we've got a Voidwaver with the Prism Cannon on top, which I'm a little bit more successful with that than the Haywire one. Alright, so one of my objectives was just objective 6 at the back, so I moved and turbo boosted my Skyweavers in the back, fired a lot of shots in the Hormagaunts, hoping to cut down that shield that would potentially go up in front of the Carnifex. Moved in some more Skyweavers down there. Starweaver moved in the center to kind of hold that line and just add a few shots in. Everything's 24-inch range, so it's hard to get in close and not get assaulted. More shots from that Starweaver and Voidweaver in the back, kind of holding the objective back there. Termagants and Warriors moved up. I love the look of them kind of moving through there. The Hive Tyrant shot and killed the Skyweavers, and everyone just kind of consolidated here and started moving up. They tried to assault the Skyweavers in the building, but didn't quite make it, so I was very, very lucky there. That was a very lucky turn of events. Now, my turn, I had that darn objective 6 in the back, so I lost those Skyweavers, so I sent in another group of Skyweavers to try and get that objective, hoping he'd ignore them, but he didn't. He's going to turn around and shoot them too. Put a lot of shots into the Hormagaunts, took them out. Did take a shot into the Carnifex, but he's going to heal on the next turn, so that guy's coming for me. A little scary, but we shall see how that turns out. Moved away from that objective just so I can get some more shots into these guys and give myself a little bit of a buffer, and just my poor Voidweaver was stuck back there. So again, Gaunts moving up. Those Termagaunts are just kind of moving up, running. Hive Tyrant fired in, killed off all of the Skyweavers, actually assaulted them and killed them too. So that was a little sad, but I lost them. The Warriors moved up in the building. Carnifex ran up to kind of get a little bit closer. So what I did is I moved my Skyweaver back here a little bit more. Actually dumped the guys out and ran to the objective. The Voidweaver moved up to get ready to take that objective, while the troop unit moved into the objective there. Fired a lot into the Gaunts, but only took out a few of them. Not everyone. The Harlequins troop in that vehicle jumped out, managed to kill off the the Carnifex. I was shocked with that, to be honest. I really didn't expect them being able to take out the Carnifex. That was a huge turn. So I forgot about my Psychic phase, and pretty much resulted in the entire loss of my Warlord and my everyone there. The 2 Shadow Seers. These guys ran up and destroyed the other troop unit. So I took some pretty heavy losses because my units are pretty small. but I think the 2 troop unit losses kind of acted as a buffer, so it a little bit helped out. I had to move up and be a little bit aggressive with some of my units just to kind of capture a few more objectives. So these guys hid behind. Death Jester didn't get into range for shooting. This guy kind of moved up the field to kind of get some distance. Lictor came in and moved up, and the Gaunt moved in and destroyed that Starweaver. These guys helped out in firing. The Hive Tyrant moved in and destroyed that Skyweaver there after it, Starweaver, after it gained me a few points. Now, what I did is I moved the Starweaver back. There's so many weavers in this game. Oh my gosh. This army is so hard to remember who's who. So I fired on the Lictor, took out the Lictor and the remaining Gaunts, and just kept a great deal of distance between myself and the Tyranids. And that pretty much resulted in the game pretty much ending there, and we had a final score of 15-9, but only because I rolled a lot of 6s and 5s when it came to a D3 victory points, so I think it would have been a little bit closer in points. So overall, it was a fantastic game. I really enjoyed this one. It's always great fighting against an army you don't get to play against very often, so I'm really fortunate to have a lot of people in town to be able to do that with. So I hope you guys enjoyed the report, and let me know what you guys think. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye now.